Hello, how we doing? Welcome to the live stream. My name is Rob. It's Tuesday, and here we go again, just like every week. I'm here to take your questions. If you have any questions at all, can you hear me? I have a question. Can you hear me? Somebody give me a thumbs up. It looks like it's on. It looks like it's on. Always like to get confirmation. I would hate to speak for like 12 minutes without any audio. Yes, we can. Awesome. Thank you, guys. Like that's ever happened before. Anyways, how's everybody doing today? How's your week been? Mine's been great. Mine's been busy. I just got back from a walk. Actually, I got something a little bit different today. I'm going to take questions like I usually do, but I went out for a walk. I went out for an 8K walk, and I only got back like half an hour ago. And on my way back, I decided, why don't I film a video? Because I was thinking about, so the last couple of videos I made, I pressed record well before I was ready to talk. And I kind of recorded myself getting ready and getting set up, getting my gloves on, stuff like that, leaving the house. And then I just started talking, and it was all one long take. And I thought it'd be a good idea to demonstrate how I make a video like that. So not just how to record it. I mean, I kind of explained how I recorded it, but to show you how I edit something like that. So I thought I'd do that today. So anyways, I decided to hit record while I was outside with my phone, and I recorded myself I took a little bit of I hit record, took a little bit of B-roll. I mean, you can call it B-roll, but really it was all A-roll, and I turned the first part of it into B-roll. So, or I will, and you'll see me do that. And then I filmed myself for maybe 5 minutes. It wasn't very long. And I didn't have my mic, okay? So the audio you're going to hear is just from my phone. I did not have my selfie stick either. I just had my phone. So, I thought I'd go over that and see what you guys think. And maybe to give you some ideas. Because I think it's a really cool idea to put B-roll, especially at the beginning of your videos, just to kind of help it move along, to help keep people, or to help retain people, and so that not as many people leave right off the bat. And if you can keep people watching your videos, then YouTube will love you for it, and they'll push your video out more. So anyways, let me jump into the chat, see who's here, and see if we got any questions, and I will answer them as best as I can. Who here is from Ohio? Welcome everyone from all over. So happy to be here. Not me. I'm not from Ohio. I'm in Nova Scotia, but yeah, anybody else from Ohio? How you doing, Moot Blue Farm? Good to see you. Okay, where's the music? Did you guys not hear the music? Let me know if you heard the music, because I did. Maybe it was not on. Yeah, I'm looking at the live chat right now. Somebody let me know if there was music in the intro. I heard the music, somebody said. We heard the music. Good, okay, good. So, yeah, Karen, maybe your volume wasn't up. I don't know. I'm hoping it was just a problem on your end. And hopefully you get it sorted out. Hi, Catherine. And this is Scott. How you doing, Scott? Hi, Graciela. Hi, Moot Deb. Hi, Karen. Hi, Mike. Hi, all. How you doing, Lori? Good to see you. My Retired Path. Happy Tuesday, everyone. Hello, Deb here. How is everyone? I'm doing great. Catherine up at the top where it says top chat. Change that to all messages. Yes, actually, I should do that too, because mine says top chat. I'll change that to live chat. There you go. Thank you, Scott. All right, let me see. Do we have any questions here? Mike is here. How you doing, Mike? Good to see you. Here's a question. If you schedule a live stream and set it to public, does your thumbnail show on your channel immediately? Almost like a billboard for your upcoming live stream. Excuse me. Pretty much. Yeah, I mean, sometimes I've noticed it didn't show up right away, but within a minute or two, it shows up. You can go to your, once you set it up, you can go to your own channel, and it should show up on the main homepage. If you don't see it there, click into the live tab, and it should show up there as upcoming, okay, or scheduled or something like that. And it'll have the time there as to when it's scheduled for. And people can click that, and that'll bring up, that'll take them to basically what's going to be the video or what's going to be the live stream. And there will be a notify me button there that they can click to get notified when you do go live. Okay, so that's how that works. Let me see now. 3,000 watch hours is fantastic. Well done. Yes, whoever's got 3,000 watch hours, I thought I saw that earlier, but that's awesome. Well done. Patiently waiting. Life with Gen X values. Hopefully it paid off. Hopefully you're here. All right, let's see. Let's see if I can see any questions. Actually, let's just go QQQ. See what I got here. And Catherine has a question. A friend. Yes, okay. I actually read this, Catherine, beforehand, and I didn't know the answer, so I looked it up. So the question is, a friend is being auto-filtered on live streams. She can see comments. I can see her comments, but nobody else can. On some channel lives, it's fine. Do you know the fix for this? So what I found, so I asked ChatGPT because I've never experienced that. Actually, I have experienced it in that I've gone to somebody's live before, somebody who doesn't know me, and I tried to comment and I couldn't, and I wasn't sure why. That was months ago. Still don't really know why, unless I was banned from that channel. I don't know why I would be. I don't think I've ever done anything wrong. But what I found in ChatGPT, Catherine, is that common reasons. Here, I'll just read them for you. Here, actually, why don't I share them with you? share my screen. Ignore the Final Cut Pro in the background, but it's this here. Common reasons: the comment triggers filters. Okay, links or keywords or emojis or repeated text. The channel has held comments for review on live streams if they have that setting set. Or she's being automatically considered likely spam by YouTube's system for whatever reason. If your friend's comments on some live streams are visible to her and you, but not to anyone else, it usually means YouTube's spam or auto-filtering system is treating her comments as held for review or filtered on that channel. On some channels, it's fine because those channels don't have strict filtering enabled. On others, the channel settings or YouTube's algorithm are aggressively filtering comments. So yeah, it's probably, if you know she's not banned on the channel, it might have something to do with that. But no, I've never really experienced that myself. I don't have aggressive filtering set up on my channel. So pretty much anybody can comment anything, I believe, on my channel. And therefore, it's nice to have some moderators, which I've got a couple in here, which is awesome. Thank you guys, who can kind of, I guess, either hide people or put them in timeout if they start spamming the system, right? So yeah, so I don't know. Anyways, I hope that helps. It wasn't my answer, it was ChatGPT's, but that's what I do when I don't know the answer to something. I go to ChatGPT. Alrighty, Life with Ricky. How you doing, Ricky? Does deleting videos affect your reach on subsequent uploads? I wouldn't think so. No. I mean, I don't know that I would ever delete a video anyways. I might unlist a video if it no longer applies to my niche. Let's say if I'm switching gears a bit or pivoting to a different niche and some of my videos on my channel don't apply anymore. And any new subscribers that I get, if I feel like they wouldn't be interested in some videos, I may unlist those. For example, I made a short on how to repair a rowboat a couple of years ago. I believe I've unlisted that because it's on this channel and it just doesn't apply to what, you know, most people who visit my channel are interested in. So I unlisted that. At least I think I did. Or anyway, you can let me know if it's still on my channel, but I think I unlisted it. But if you delete a video or unlist, I don't believe it would affect your reach. No, because it's not like you're deleting subscribers. It's not like you're deleting people who often view your videos, right? YouTube knows who watches your videos, obviously who's subscribed to your channel. And when you release a new video, every new video that you release is kind of treated like a new video, and it'll try to put it in front of the right people, the people that YouTube thinks will want to watch your stuff. Okay, so yeah, I would say if there's a video on your channel that you don't think applies to your current viewers, then go ahead and unlist it. I would unlist it though, not delete, because delete, it's gone, and you would lose, you know, any views that you got from it. Unlisting it, at least, you know, it's got some history that you've kept, right? Alrighty. Question: at close to 1,000 subs, have the hours. How should I be prepping for monetization? There's really nothing you need to do. I mean, go through the motions, like click the Earn tab or the Monetization tab. I forget what they call it now. I think it's called Monetization before you get monetized, then it's called Earn, or at least that's the way it was for me. Maybe it's Earn for everybody now, I'm not sure. But yeah, click that and click to apply to the YouTube Partner Program. Like, you don't just get monetized automatically, you have to apply, okay? And you can apply before you're eligible, and you do that through your YouTube Studio. So, you know, do that and get set up with them so that when you are monetized, you can start earning money and they can actually pay you, right? So that's it. I just created my channel and working on my first video. Awesome. So excited. And you should be. And nervous. Okay, well, yeah, that's normal. Do you recommend talking right away or maybe showing some B-roll first? I recommend delivering value right away. So however you want to do that. And what I'm going to show you in a little bit, you can show B-roll right away if you want, but as long as there's some value being given, whether it's through the B-roll or more often than not, it's your dialogue, you've started speaking right away. Right? Like start with that And then you can cover it up with B-roll if you want. Cover yourself up if you were speaking to the camera, and that's your A-roll. Then put B-roll on top of that if you want. It's up to you. That's something I've been experimenting with lately, and I feel like it's working and people like it. And that's the bottom line, right? You want to give people videos that they like, that they want to keep watching. Start delivering value right away. However you plan to do that. B-roll by itself, I don't consider value, really. It's just a video. It's just, videos, photos, anything like that. It's nothing, like even if you think, oh, this is a gorgeous area, gorgeous scenery. Like people can see scenery, whatever scenery they want on the internet, right? So that by itself, I don't believe is delivering value. You need to start, say something, right? Or show something of value, if that makes sense. There you go. There you go. How's everybody doing? 145 people in here. Awesome. I am so thankful for all of you. This is awesome. Tech Nomad UK. Most YouTube content coaches tell you not to screenshot from your video when creating the thumbnail. Do you think that it affects your video success or not? Thanks. I don't know who you're referring to. Most YouTube content coaches tell you not to screenshot from your video. I'm not one of them because I will tell you to do that. That's what I do. I know what you're talking about. I know some people, I've seen videos where, and this is a while ago though, where people say, oh, you need your thumbnail to be the utmost quality, right? And you get the best quality if you take a photo and not a screenshot from a video, right? And that is correct, right? That is correct. You can get higher resolution from a photo than you can from, a photo. You might take a photo with a shutter speed at I don't know how fast, but it's like nothing is blurry. Whereas if you're taking a video and let's say it's 30 frames per second, and if you're moving, right, any snapshot is going to show some blur, right? So the only I do take care in taking my screenshots of my video. I don't take a screenshot of myself if I'm in the middle of moving, because then it would be blurry. So I make sure that it's not a blurry frame that I'm taking a screenshot of. And is it always perfect? No, it's not, but that's okay. I don't think, keep this in mind too. YouTube thumbnails are 720p. So that's not even high definition. Well, I guess, is that even called high definition? High definition is 1080p. Ultra high definition, UHD, is 4K. I don't know what they call 720p, but that was the first version of HD, 16:9 aspect ratio, 720p. It's 1280 pixels by 720 pixels, right? That's 720p. And some of the first high definition televisions, TVs, monitors would display in 720. So anyways, my point is, if you take a 4K photo, right, it's still got to be scaled down to 720p for your thumbnail. So there's that. And the other thing is, most people are watching or looking at thumbnails on their phones, right? And even if it is 4K, which it's not, it's 720, you're not going to be able to notice the difference if it's like a 2-inch image. So, if you want to be absolutely perfect with your thumbnails, then sure, take a photo instead of a screenshot. But what I think is more important is, and this doesn't have to be the case all the time, but I'm a big believer in your thumbnail. What the image is in your thumbnail should match what people are going to see when they click and start your video, right? Same scenery, same you, same clothing, right? It should, the video as it begins, there should be continuity between it and what they saw in the thumbnail. So, if you're going to take a photo instead of a screenshot, you'd have to switch gears a little bit, maybe set it up on a tripod or retake. It's just a lot of extra work. And I don't see the benefit in that myself. But maybe that's just me. But I've never done. When I first started with YouTube, I did take a bunch of photos of myself, and I would use those on a rotational basis, photos of me in my thumbnails. And if you go back to when I was making Camtasia how-to tutorial videos, you'll see that every third or fourth video was a repeat image of me with a white outline, and that's when I was building thumbnails rather than just using a photo and putting text on it. So those thumbnails took me maybe an hour to make, whereas the ones I'm making now take me less than 5 minutes. So, and time is money, right? Alrighty. I just posted my first video today. Congrats! That's awesome. How would I go about knowing what to post next? Presumably you had some idea before you made your first video. If you didn't, that's fine. But I would make a video that's along the same lines as your first one, like targeting the same audience, the same viewers. Whoever would be interested in your first video, you want them to also be interested in your second video and your third, fourth, fifth, and so on. You want to make all your videos for the same group of people. And, some people call that a niche, stick within your niche. Other people say, and I think a more accurate way to say it is just make them all for the same group of people, right? That's important because the more you can do that, the more YouTube will learn who you're making videos for, and the more they will get it right and put your new videos as you release them in front of the right people, the people who would be interested in them, right? So you increase the chances, or the more often you are delivering to the same group of people, YouTube is just getting it right. They're going to start getting it right more often, okay? And that's a good thing if you want to grow your channel. If you don't care about growing your channel, then ignore everything I just said and post whatever you want. But if you are making videos on how to do woodworking and showing woodworking projects and stuff like that, and then you get you've got the urge to make a cat video, your cat did something funny and you filmed it and you want to put that up, don't put that on the same channel. Put that on another channel, a personal channel, like call it a testing ground channel if you want, or don't put it on YouTube, right? Or just put it on Instagram or something, or TikTok, right? Don't confuse YouTube by putting unrelated stuff on your channel that you want to grow. All right? There you go. What do you think about that? I just saw as a question. What do I think about what? Did you know Faxed 3? Faxed 3. I don't know what. So yeah, that's every once in a while I'll glance over at the current chat and I don't really know what. It's like jumping into a conversation that I wasn't a part of. Can you use others' videos in a playlist on your own channel, making sure all credit goes back to the creator? Yes, you can. Yeah, you can create playlists with other people's videos. Absolutely. It's not something I've done, but some people do. All right, let's move along. How do you handle trolls in your comments section? Do you respond or just hide? I actually don't usually hide anymore. I have, like when I first started to get a lot of comments, and when you get a lot of comments, there's always going to be a percentage, small percentage, that are not nice comments, right? Whether they're mean or hateful, hurtful, or just there's jealousy at play or whatever it is. If I don't see value in those comments for my viewers who are reading the comments, I will deal with it. So how do I deal with it? Well, sometimes if I think it's an opportunity or a teaching moment, I will respond kindly and say I respectfully disagree, for example, something like that, and go on to explain. Sometimes I do that, but it really depends on the comment. If it's if it's just a pointless dig, or I don't know, like just something mean. If it's something like really mean or hurtful or inappropriate, I delete it. Okay. There was a time that I would hide. Okay, hide. And what happens when you hide a user from your channel? That makes their comments go away. It makes all their comments go away. Any comment they've ever made or ever will make on that video or any other videos or any of your live streams, they all go away. They still exist, but only for the person who posted them, right? They will see their comment and they'll probably wonder, how come nobody's responding to this? It's because nobody else sees it, No other viewers see it. No other commenters or live chat people. And you, the creator, you don't see it. It's hidden from everybody except the person. And I think the reason it's set up that way is so that it's just a kind of a quiet way to make somebody go away, right? If they were alerted to the fact that they've been blocked, maybe they get extra angry, and who knows? I don't know what they could do, but report you or something. I don't know. I have no idea. But you don't have to deal with that. You don't have to worry about that. But I'll tell you this, and I think I know I made a video about this many months ago. I've since kind of changed my stance on that a little bit. I don't remember the last time I hid anybody from my channel. Instead, if it's not a teaching moment, if it's not something I can kind of respectfully disagree with, or even if it's somewhat if it's obvious that the person is just trying to get to me, if I don't see it as hurtful or harmful to any of my viewers, I might just let it stay there, and I'll just say something like, I don't know, I'm sorry you feel that way, but thanks for the feedback, and I'll put a smile at the end of that, right? Something like that. I treat if I'm going to respond, it'll be with niceness. That's the way I choose to go about it. I mean, that's the way I choose to go about life. I am not an argumentative person. If somebody wants to argue with me, okay, you can argue with me, but you're not going to get any rise or response out of me. I will eventually might just block you or delete you. Like if somebody kept at it, then sure, I'd hide them so I don't have to deal with it. But again, most of the time, I've long since learned that negative comments directed towards me or anybody are not my problem. I'm not going to take them personally. I understand that they are coming from a place of perhaps hurt, right? The person, something's probably going on in their life, like something, maybe their marriage is in trouble. Maybe they've got a sick relative. Maybe they've lost their job. I don't know. Maybe they've been trying this crazy YouTube thing for 5 years and they have 5 subscribers and they don't know what else to do and they're just pissed off, right? And they want to lash out. You know what? I get that. I understand that. So I'm just not going to let it affect me. I'm going to hope that person gets sorted, but it's not my job to make them feel better. So I'm not going to take it personal. So anyway, I've got several videos on that, and I'll probably make another one. But yeah, no, that was a good question. Monkey Wrench, I need to be held accountable to do videos because I keep saying I'll do it, but something always comes up. I know it'll be fun. How do I get momentum going to start? Is there a group challenge? So, I've never really set up a group challenge in that sense. I know what you're talking about. I know some people have done that. That's not a bad idea. I guess I kind of do it in a way like I'm running the Creators Growth Project. There's a group of 10 of us, or I'm the 11th, I guess, who are going through this program that I'm running, and we're kind of keeping each other accountable. And I'm going to run the next one of those starting in March. This one's about to wrap up, but that's really the only thing I'm doing like that. A challenge is not a bad idea, but it's not something I've kind of got a lot on my plate right now but maybe it's something, maybe it doesn't take me much to set up something like that, like just get somebody. I don't know. I'd have to think about how I'd even do that. Yeah, how would you even do that? I guess you could run something like that through a live stream like this and just say, hey, I want everybody to make one video a day, every day this week, and when we get back together next Tuesday, we're going to talk about it, right? Like something like that. Not a bad idea. I will think on that, but in the meantime, you're right. It will be fun making videos. There may be bits and pieces of it that it's not as much fun as some other parts. Like some people like to edit, some people hate to edit, some people like to film, right? There's all kinds of, there's a whole bunch of different things you do as a YouTuber or a content creator. You may not love all parts of it, and some you may like more than others. So anyway, How do I get momentum? You kind of, you kind of have to be self-motivated to a certain degree. But it does help if you get to know another creator or two, and you chat and you keep each other accountable. That's not a bad thing either, right? Just an idea. But no, good thoughts. How are you liking or adjusting to Final Cut Pro versus Camtasia? Pros and cons. I'm still pretty slow with it. Actually, I'm going to show you Final Cut Pro. Well, I'll show you right now. There's Final Cut Pro. I've got it queued up on my monitor here. I'll probably, this will be interesting to use it on this small monitor. I usually use it on my larger monitor up here, so the timeline will be smaller and stuff. There's differences, right? You can do all the same things. Like, again, you've got a timeline, right? You've got the timeline along here. Scrolling the timeline is something I'm still trying to get used to how to do it. I have since figured out Shift Z. If I do that, that shows the entire timeline, so I like that. And then just Command plus plus plus, minus minus minus. That's how you zoom in and out of the timeline. You got your timeline. You've got your, all of your project stuff up here, the canvas, and there's nothing to inspect, so nothing is selected. So if I select something, you've got stuff to inspect. Audio levels here. So the layout is very similar to Camtasia. And I think I'm going to like it once I get, well, I do already like it, but it's just still taking me longer to make videos than it would in Camtasia. So anyway, all part of my growth process, and I'm not giving up yet. I don't think I'll give up on that. If you link to another YouTube channel in a description under a video, does that YouTuber get notified? Yes and no. So what happens is if you go into, as a creator, if you go into your YouTube studio and go to the comments section, or community, I think it's called, that's where you go to answer all the comments that you have. You can click on mentions at the top. Listen to me describe this when I could actually be showing you. So no, let me just pull up my studio. I'll bring it here. Okay, so that, and I'll show you. Okay, so YouTube Studio, and if I go to, let me just make it a little smaller, because why is my picture so big? Let's make me smaller. Okay, I did that in Ecamm Live, by the way, and make this a little bigger. That's probably good. So I go to Community. Okay, and here's where I respond to comments, and I'm almost caught up. I got only 3 left. And up here you've got comments, viewer posts, mentions. So mentions. You click on mentions, and you can see everybody who has mentioned you. Okay, but now I am not notified when that happens. I have to actively click that mentions tab to see if anybody's mentioned me. Okay, so that's how that works. Maybe there's a notification I can set up so that I get an email notification or something, but I haven't. I just, I'm in that page every day, so I'm not too worried about that. There you go. Yeah, so that's what I do. Alrighty, let's see. All right, got a question. So okay, let me just close this one. So I'm looking at the current chat, and we got a question hot off the presses 1 minute ago. Luke's, when first starting a channel, do you recommend starting with a content cadence straight away, i.e., or e.g., for example, Mondays I post X, Fridays I post Y. Do I recommend that? Yeah, I guess. Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't worry about it too much, but that's not a bad plan to start with. When I did, when I made the decision to start going really intentionally and trying to grow my channel, and I wanted to go hard, my plan, which I was a month and a half trying to get kind of systems in place so that I could do this, learning how to make videos faster so that I could put them out this fast. But my plan was 3 videos a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Tuesday I'd go live. So that was my plan. And I started that way, and I stuck to that plan for, I'm going to say 4 months, at least maybe 5. And it wasn't until I had a video take off that I started to pull back from that plan a little bit. I never stopped the live streams. I always kept with those. But when I had a video take off, all of a sudden I got a lot busier, right? I mainly in the comments section. I was getting, gosh, I must have had 500 comments a day for several days, and I was responding to them all. So that took a lot of time. So that took me away from filming, right? And that's also when I thought to myself, crap, I don't have a freebie. I don't have a lead magnet set up, and I got all these new subscribers coming in. This is crazy. I need to start building an email list. So I started to work on that, and I started to work on my community on Creators Cove. And oh, by the way, here's a plug. Anybody who's interested in joining my free community, Creators Cove, there's a link down below. There's also links to other free stuff you can download if you want, a stats tracker, getting started guide, stuff like that. So, or YouTube Kickstart Kit is what it is. You can download that if you put your name in below, or click the link in the description below. That'll take you to a page, and you can download it. Anyways, yes, so I started working on all that stuff, and that took me away from making videos. So I think I went down to 2 videos a week still. And at this point right now, I'm 1 to 2 videos a week, plus my live streams. I have never stopped my live streams, but still 1 to 2 videos a week. But in terms of the cadence, I know Mondays do pretty well for me, but I can't always have a video ready for Mondays. Mondays are very busy for me now. So sometimes that'll be Wednesday. This week, it's probably going to, if it's not tomorrow, it'll be Thursday, right? But then next week, I'm hopeful to have a video out Monday and Wednesday or Thursday. So every once in a while, I'll do 2 a week, but mostly it's 1 a week now. I think December, I had 6 in December, and maybe 7 or 8 most months before that. Okay, so anyway, those are my thoughts on that. Don't worry too much about sticking to an exact schedule, but the more you do stick to a schedule, the more your viewers, the new viewers you're getting, may become used to that, and that might help retain some of them. It might help get more views from them too. Okay, so it's not a bad idea, but just don't worry if you can't stick to it strictly. Alrighty. Here we go. DG Outdoor Daniel. How you doing, Daniel? Question. I'm thinking of transitioning my channel from hunting and fishing to just primarily fishing. I'm just not enjoying the hunting as much as I used to. Will this hurt me? I guess I'm niching down. I don't think it would hurt you. I mean, if you're already if you're already doing hunting and fishing, okay, 2 things, right? You presumably have people, viewers, some who are interested in hunting, some who are interested in fishing, some who are interested in both. Okay, so the ones who are only interested in hunting, perhaps over time they will fall off. They will eventually unsubscribe. They won't watch as much. But, you know, I would consider that a soft pivot. I mean, that's similar to what I did. I was making videos on video editing, not necessarily how to grow on YouTube, but on video editing, but I was talking to a group of people who I thought would also be interested in starting their own YouTube channel, right? If you're talking to a group of people who you think a good percentage of them are interested in more fishing content from you, then try that out. Like you don't have to do a hard switch and stop the hunting altogether, like cold stop. What you could do, like if you're 50-50 right now, half your videos are hunting and half are fishing, maybe start going, 2 fishing videos for every 1 hunting video, or 3 to 1, 4 to 1, then move to 10 to 1, or something like that, right? Like a slower progression over to fishing only. You don't actually, it's not something you really have to announce. You can say something in a video, like if you're making a fishing video, at some point in that video, like perhaps towards the end is what I would do, because towards the end, the people who are still watching that fishing video like your fishing content. Okay, so you can tell them, say, oh, by the way, I believe, I feel like I'm going to be making more of this type of content, not as much of the hunting stuff and more of this kind of stuff. So if that's what you're into, if you haven't already, feel free to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video, right? You could do something like that, because again, towards the end of a fishing video, you probably don't have a lot of viewers who are hunting only. there, right? And then just kind of let it happen naturally in your channel. And as you're doing that slow pivot, if you find that it's not working, you could go back. But, I don't know if I would suggest that, because you did indicate that you're not enjoying the hunting as much. So that's super important. You really have to enjoy it. So that's the way I do it. Good luck. Good luck. Next is Journey. Question and comment. Have you seen the new collaboration feature where you can tag another channel? Thoughts on this? Yes, I have. And actually, that kind of leads me into a bit of a story here. So for those of you who were here a few weeks ago, I did a Christmas special, a live stream special, where I brought on 10 other creators. Okay, 10 other creators, one at a time. It was a fun thing. If you missed it, check it out. It's in my live tab. And yeah, so we had a lot of fun. That was a couple days before Christmas. And I didn't even think about this until afterwards. Actually, one of the creators who came on suggested, hey, why don't you do this? And that is set up as a collaboration with the people. Like basically, I would send an invite to one of the guests who came on and say, hey, you want to be set up as a collaborator on this? And what that means is instead of just seeing my avatar, right, for that live stream, you would see mine and anybody else who collaborated, okay? And then that live stream could, or probably would, be shown not only to my audience, but also to the other creators' audiences as well, potentially increasing the views. Now, the way it works is the person who uploaded the video, or in my case, who hosted the live stream, they are the ones who are credited with the views, the watch hours, and that kind of stuff. But the ones who collaborate with you, they are able to see the stats. They can, like in their YouTube studio, there is a section called collaborations that you can click, and you can see the stats, the graph, the views, and the watch hours, and all that stuff, right? Now, the reason, the story that I wanted to say is, I then reached out to those people, said, hey, you want to collaborate? And I sent them all out one after another. And as soon as I sent 5, YouTube, and I tried to send the 6th, there were 10 people I was trying to send it to, YouTube said, sorry, you've reached your limit. And I was like, oh, I didn't know there was a limit. And then I had a chat with ChatGPT, and ChatGPT said, oh yeah, no, that's probably a daily limit, try again tomorrow. Well, I tried tomorrow, and I tried the next day, and I tried the next week, to no avail. Those first 5, they accepted, and they're they're set up as collaborators with that. The other 5 of you, some of you are probably in here. I apologize, but I didn't know I could only send out 5, but maybe that makes sense. I don't know how they'd show 10 avatar images. But yeah, so keep that in mind. For me anyways, the limit was 5. I could only have 5 others collaborate with me on that live stream. Now, does it matter as much with a live stream? Probably not. With a video, videos could potentially go, they could go viral, they could go evergreen, you could get lots of views well off into the future. Whereas live streams, not so much, especially if you do them every week, right? Like this live stream gets a lot of views right now, and when it's over, it will get a lot of rerun or replay views, later today, tomorrow even, and pretty much for a week. But then next Tuesday, I go live again. Right now, there's a new live. So the old lives don't get a whole lot of traffic. Some, but not a ton. So anyways, those are my thoughts on that. But yeah, so closing thought on the collaboration thing. I think it's a fantastic thing. If you and somebody you want to collaborate with are in the same niche, if you have similar audiences, they don't have to be exactly the same, but if the two sets of audiences are interested in the same things, then that might be something to consider. Reach out to somebody else, probably who's maybe around the same size channel-wise as yours, but not necessarily. It could be a little smaller, could be a little larger. I mean, I don't think there's a rule, but just know that if you collaborate with somebody, I guess the way I'd probably approach it is, if I wanted to collaborate with somebody, I would say, hey, why don't we collaborate? I'll make a video and you can kind of make an appearance and we'll put it on my channel, and then you make a video. I'll make an appearance, you put it on your channel. Like that. That's the kind of collaboration, actually the kind of thing I'd like to do more of this year. I haven't really done much or any actually of that, but something I'd like to look into. But anyways, there you go. Those are my thoughts. And I've noticed, I have a super chat here and I don't want to forget. Russ, oh, wrong button, sorry. I got to get rid of that. It's not Christmas anymore. Thank you so much. Russ is rocking. That's all it shows me. Hi, Robin Peanut. Thanks for all your great info. Thank you very much for the super chat. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, it's not showing your full username, but Russ rocking, and I recognize you. I just can't remember the. Oh, there it is. Russ rocking. Oh, Railroad. Hello. Hello. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Alrighty. How we doing? How we doing in the chat? What's this? The views on more info are real? Oh, we've got some deleted comments. Thank you. I guess maybe we're getting spammed a little bit, are we? Brian Johnson is quitting YouTube. Really? I haven't talked to Brian in a little while. That would be sad if he's quitting YouTube, but perhaps he's got his reasons. Roska Princessa, what do you think about the community posts and how important are they thinking about the views or subscribers? I wrote my first community post yesterday. It got 2 comments. I think they're great. I think they're important. It's another way for you to stay in touch with your viewers. One of the best ways to grow a channel, I think, how do I want to word this? Community is important. If you want to grow a channel, I think community is super important. Now, when I use the word community, I don't necessarily mean the community tab, but that's part of it. It could be a very big part of it. It depends on how you want to run your channel. The way I look at it, this live stream is a community. Everybody, every one of you who are in the live chat is part of this community, is the way I look at it. You guys are chatting amongst yourselves when I'm not able to answer all your questions. I love that. You guys are meeting each other. Love that. It's all about staying in touch with your viewers. If your viewers feel like you're staying in touch with them and you're helping them as much as you can, they're more apt to stick around and want to watch more apt to subscribe, more apt to watch all your videos, right? So some good ways to use the community section is, let's say you wanted to post a video this week, but you just can't, you ran out of time, write a post and tell people, sorry, not going to be a video this week. I'll be back next week, and whatever you want to say, right? It's a good way to gather information from your viewers. Like set up a poll, ask a question if you want to know the answer from your subscribers. That's a great way to do it. It's a good way to advertise what you're doing, or advertise a future video. I quite often will put a post up if I'm working on a video and it's maybe running later than I was hoping, and I feel like 10 a.m. to noon my time is a good time for me to post my videos. That's when YouTube Studio tells me most of my viewers have come online. Okay, so that's what I aim for. But if I feel like, okay, it's already 10 o'clock, I'm not even finished editing, then I'm going to have to render and upload, and I've got maybe 2 hours left, I might write a post, right? And I might even have the thumbnail ready, and I'll post the thumbnail with it. Like, I'm working on this, should be ready within the hour, within 2 hours, whatever. I hope you enjoy, something like that. Or if you have something to offer, like my Creators Growth Project, when I launched that and I wanted to let people know about it, I'd write a post about it, right? Or if you got a course and you want to announce, or if you want to announce that you're going to go live, you're going to start doing live streams, use your community post section to announce that and keep people in the know, in the loop. So there you go. There you go. Peanut's still sleeping over there. All righty. What actually matters more right now on YouTube? Consistency, quality, or personality, and why? That's an interesting question. Let me see. I'm going to say, okay, quality is a funny word because that could mean the actual physical quality of the video or audio, or it could mean quality of the message or of the content, like the value that's being, so quality, I would split quality into two different things, like audio video quality, and message value or something, quality of the message, of the value of the message. And so if I split that into those two, I would say the message, right? The actual content that you're delivering, meaning like what you're saying, like what is your message? What are you providing that's helpful? Like that is the most important thing. If you can't be super consistent, again, consistency is a funny word because it means different things to different people. Some people think consistency means same day and same time every week, right? But I don't believe it does. I think being consistent just means showing up as much as you can for your viewers. Don't disappear on them. Don't ghost your viewers, right? So there's that. Personality is important, I suppose, but that's just something that is. Like your personality is your personality. I wouldn't suggest you go try to change your personality and don't try to be somebody else. It is what it is. And you will naturally, as long as you're making videos that provide value, the most important thing, you will naturally get people attracted to you and your channel who like the way you deliver your information, right? And like your personality. So that will just happen. Like that is something you don't have any control over, because I don't suggest for a minute that you try to act and try to be like somebody else or try to change your personality. That would be exhausting. That would be, just be yourself. Be yourself, and you'll naturally be connected with the right people who like the way you are. So yeah, and the quality of the video and the audio, I mean, sure, it's important, but that's not the most important thing. It's the message, what you're saying, the value you're giving to the viewers. That is the most important thing. Because if you're delivering value and you continue to deliver value, people will not leave your video. They'll keep watching it. And if people watch all of your video all the way through, despite maybe crappy audio, crappy video, maybe the video's even 720p or even 480, 420, whatever, like super low resolution video and grainy and looks horrible. But if your message is awesome and people, are riveted to it and want to hear every last word you say in that, YouTube will mark that as an awesome video, and it'll test it on more people and more people and more people, and that's, you grow from there. So there you go. Does my voice sound extra low or bad today? I almost feel like I might be coming down with something. I hope I'm not. I hope I'm not. Your lighting is so nice. I need help with where to put my light and what camera to buy. So, if you have, camera doesn't matter as much. Use whatever camera you have. Lighting can make a cheap camera look really expensive, right? Light is more important. So, my lighting is nice. Well, where's my camera? So that's my iPhone. I'm going to switch to that and then show you what I've got going on. So I'll press the button here to switch to that camera. All right, so it's my iPhone. The lighting I've got going on right now is I've got one up there. So there's the camera I'm using right now. Okay, that's my Sony ZV-E10. And that, so I've got a key light up there, and then I've got another one on the other side up there. All right, that's it. Well, I've got a little tiny one up on the ceiling, but that's only to light up my my desk so I can see what I'm doing. And then the other light would be kind of, I guess, behind me. I've got my window open today. Or not open, I've got the curtains drawn open. But that's hardly doing anything. Actually, no, if I turned this off, I would probably look pretty much the same. Let's turn it off. So I got a little darker, right? But I'm still fairly lit up because that window's open. So you can use a window as your key light. If I turned this light off up here, now I'm a little bit darker because I'm facing the wrong way. But if I face the window, oh, I got to switch to my phone again. If I face the window, right now I probably look pretty bright, don't I? Yeah, I look pretty bright because the window is my key light. But if I have the window behind me like this, I'm going to look dark, right? Because it's behind me and my face is in the shade. Okay, so that's what you want to focus on. You want to turn the lights back on. Right, so you want to try to get a light. Rule of thumb, I like to say about 30 to 40 degrees, like off to the side, and 30 to 40 degrees up. Okay, so it's a little bit up and a little bit over the key light. The reason I don't love ring lights, like I don't like a light that's directly behind the camera, because then you will see, well, you'll see rings, but you'll see the reflection of the lights in your glasses, if you wear glasses, or in your eyeballs, right? So there's that. And, you know, in all the videos that I've watched, I'm not a lighting expert. I just know what I like. But in the videos that I've seen, you know, people talk about the fact that it often looks better if one side of your face is brighter than the other. So it creates a little more depth. So in this case, I've got this light closer than that one. Now, today it's kind of thrown off because I got that window open. But normally, this side of my face is a little brighter than this side. But, you know, I wouldn't even worry too much about that. If you have two of these panel lights, and I've got a link in my description below, the two Neewer panel lights, they're the 18-inch ones. And you can get them both in a kit, and they both come with stands. They plug into the wall. You can also get batteries for them if you wanted to use them somewhere else and not plug them into the wall. That's what I would recommend. I have actually 4 of these. I got 2 more back there because these ones I have permanently mounted to my desk. Someday I'd like to turn this into a sit-stand desk, and then everything will go up and down with the desk. I just haven't done that yet. So anyway, yeah, lighting is important. So that's what I do. If you don't have these panel lights, use a window if you can, if it's daylight outside. You can't do that at night, obviously. Try to stay away from overhead lights. Like in a typical room, like this is a bedroom that I've converted to an office. There is a light in the ceiling, but I never have it on. Never have it on. It's not a flattering look. It's just kind of gross light. You want your face lit up. All right, there you go. Hi Rob, do I need to use a different email for contact purposes, etc., other than the one I use to set up my YouTube channel? That would be my suggestion, yes, to use a different one, only because it's extra safety, right? If a hacker is going to try to get into your account, they need a username and a password, and probably your cell phone, like have 2-factor authentication set up, so you're probably safe there. But generally speaking, if they know your email address, then all they need is your password, right? But if both are unknown, that's a little bit safer. So that's what I typically suggest. Use your regular email address to log into your account. But if you want people to be able to reach out to you, to contact you, like maybe potential sponsors, right? If you're a content creator, you want potential sponsors to reach out to you, then I would set up an email address for that. And like what I've done, I've got workwith@robthemaritimer.com. So that's attached to my domain name. That's the one that I make publicly available to anybody who wants to reach out to me. So that's my suggestion. And where is, oh no, let me get rid of that. I see you. I'm just trying to find it here. It is right there. Thank you so much for the super chat. Whiskey Newspaper. Cool name. I like that. Really appreciate that. And you say, I started a Scotch and bourbon review channel. I benefited immensely from your tips. Awesome. That sounds cool. Sounds yummy. Good luck with it. Good luck with it. And I'm glad you're getting some good tips here. That's awesome. Appreciate that. All right. I'm going to take a quick little drink here. Muddy Puddles Farm. I'm very late. No, you're just on time. You're just on time. You can always watch the first hour later. Who else we got in here? Newbie. Just Wendy Sports Corner. Newbie. Welcome. Patrick Ross is here. Muddy Puddles Farm. DIY Dream Weddings UK. Mike's Adventure Sparks. Awesome. Candace Cameron Lee. Hi, what is your filming setup? What camera, lighting, and microphone? So the lighting is the Neewer panel lights, 18-inch panel lights that I have a link in my description below. The camera is a Sony ZV-E10 with the lens is the Sigma f1.4 16mm lens. What else? I'm using Ecamm Live to stream this to YouTube from my MacBook. It's a MacBook Pro. M1 Max, so it's like 4 years old now, but it still works great. What else? My microphone is the Synco, what's it called? Synco Mic D2, I believe it's called, and it's plugged into my Scarlett Focusrite audio interface. All right, and yeah, there you go. That's what I use. Now, when I film outside, it's different than this. All I use when I go outside is my phone and my DJI mic and a selfie stick. I use that phone, this selfie stick, and these DJI, or this. There's two in here, but I only use one. DJI mic. Very handy. Very handy. It's wireless and I love it. Question, is there any way you can see who has subscribed to your channel? Yes and no. So on YouTube, in YouTube Studio, you can see a list of who's subscribed, but it doesn't list everybody. So people can hide the fact that they subscribe to people, right? They have to make it publicly available or public knowledge, like who they are subscribed to. So for that reason, I don't even know if it's half. Like I might know half of the people who are subscribed to me, but there's no way for me to find out who else is also subscribed, right? So yeah, so that's why it's yes and no. Chat is moving fast. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to keep up. But that's okay. That's okay. Question, the above question about channel name branding is something I am curious about too. Okay, is this it here? What are your thoughts on a personal branded channel versus a branded channel? Not sure which direction to take, although I'm leaning towards personal brand. I lean towards personal brand because I think that's the difference maker. You are the difference maker. In this age of AI videos, like AI is making the making of videos easier and easier. Okay, would you agree with that? And more people all the time are considering getting into YouTube and making YouTube videos, right? So, but there is a lot of people who don't want to go on camera. Whether they're shy or they don't like the way they look or sound or whatever it is, they're nervous, they're just uncomfortable, whatever it is. Because of that, they tend to look towards AI. Said, okay, that might be my answer. That looks super easy. Well, if it's super easy, then you're going to get a lot of people going that way. And if you couple that with the fact that, you know, maybe you're hearing something different, but what I hear is most people don't like watching AI videos. They like watching real people. Okay? So if you can find it within yourself to put yourself in your videos and create a channel that is branded for you, like it is a personal brand, and you are going to be the difference maker, right? Like an AI channel can teach whatever, a how-to video, okay? But you can too. And it doesn't mean that you now can't make how-to videos because there's going to be a ton of AI videos doing the same thing. Yeah, but people don't necessarily want to listen to them or watch them. They would rather listen or watch to a real person. People are looking for connection out there. People are on their computers right now watching YouTube and connecting with creators and liking what they do, subscribing, and they want to see them again, and they want to see more from them, more videos, and so on. So I'm a big believer in personal branding over business branding. Okay? That's the way I feel. I don't know if I can explain it any better, but that's, yeah, and yes, AI videos are going to continue to evolve and get better, and it's going to be harder and harder to distinguish between AI and real people. But I still, like, AI is not going to replace us. Knock on wood. I don't believe. So there's always going to be room for us, real people out there, I believe. Alrighty. Let's go with Joanne. Any idea how or where to sell unused or barely used equipment that can be used for live streaming? That's interesting. If I were going to do that, I'd probably list it on, well, I was going to say Kijiji, but I don't know if that's a thing anywhere else but here in Canada. Kijiji is what is like a, I don't know what would the equivalent in the United States might be, like, I don't know, is it Craigslist or eBay maybe? Kijiji, Kijiji, is what is like it's like a marketplace, or even Facebook Marketplace, right? Those would be the two main places I would list something if I wanted to sell it: Facebook Marketplace or Kijiji ads. Yeah, that's what I would do. Or just hoard it, hang on to it all. And thank you, whoever deleted their message. I saw all those coming in. You're in timeout. That's what happens when you copy paste the same question over and over again. That won't help. The trusty moderators will lock you down. Alrighty. Any tips on how to grow a self-employed lawn care business channel? Theme, green, industry, self-employed, biz tips, mowing grass, etc. Any tips on how to grow a self-employed lawn care business channel? I guess you got to get clear on your goal. Do you want your channel because you want it to send you more business locally? Like when I think of a lawn care business, I think that's a local thing, right? You're caring for people's lawns in your local community, probably is what I'm guessing. So yeah, I mean, you could create a channel that is almost like it advertises what you do. But honestly, what I would probably do, even if I had a business like that, I would probably create a YouTube channel that would, like you mentioned, tips. Give tips, like make short little videos on tips, like how to fertilize a lawn, how to cut your lawn evenly. I don't know, how to get the crisscross pattern when you cut your lawn, like on a baseball field or something. Whatever you can think up of, whatever. Like I'm not in that industry, so I can't think of the right questions. But if you can think of questions that people typically ask you in your day-to-day business activities, answer those questions with a video. Like one question, one video. Might only be 5 minutes. Maybe it's 15, maybe it's 20. So that's one idea. You can make videos like that. You could also make videos that are maybe time-lapse videos of you cleaning up a yard or mowing a lawn or whatever, right? Raking the grass, whatever. So yeah, time-lapse videos. You would probably have to get permission of the owners of the properties to do that. So there's that. But yeah, I would probably focus mostly on tips. And oh, by the way, I do this. But so if that's the case, I would probably even I wouldn't even necessarily try to promote my existing business with the YouTube channel. You can if you want, but I would think bigger than that. I would think, let's try to grow this channel. The fact that I'm doing lawn care can just be kind of what I do in my videos. It doesn't have to be, the videos don't have to advertise that. The videos can just help other people who want to care for their lawns, or other people who want to start a lawn care business. You could go that route if you want to. And then your YouTube channel can become a business in and of itself. You can start earning AdSense revenue. You can create a checklist or a guide, like something free people can download. The sky's the limit. You can do all kinds of stuff. You can write a book if you want to and sell that through your channel. So then it would be just a separate business from your channel. But if you ever wanted to mention the fact that, oh, I do this in my local town too, right? Because remember, YouTube is not a local thing. That's a global thing. So, I mean, you could treat it like a local thing, but I would think beyond that. Maybe that's just me, but that's the way I'd go. I hope that helps. Let's see. What part of being older is actually an advantage on YouTube, and how do you leverage it deliberately? The way I look at it is with age comes experience and wisdom. Okay? Older people have gone through more life, right? You've gone through stuff and you've learned stuff, hopefully. You'll learn from your experiences. Younger people, and I am massively generalizing here, but younger people have yet to go through all the experiences you have, some of whom are going through those experiences now. So if you can make videos to kind of help people go through something you've already gone through, and you can help them get through it, right? There's people out there who would be searching for that and who you could help. That's the way I look at it. And how do you leverage it deliberately? I don't know that I would. I mean, you could try to think I don't know how deliberate I would get with that. It's just a mindset, I think. Like if you just make videos that help people in whatever niche you want to make videos about, right? Then that's all you have to really worry about. You don't have to get any more deliberate than that. You can, I suppose, in your research trying to figure out what to make a video about next. Oh yeah, that might be something that younger people struggle with. And I went through that. I remember what it was like. I'll make a video and I'll talk about that, right? I guess that's deliberate when you're coming up with your title ideas or your topic ideas. That's what I would do. That's the way I look. That's the biggest advantage of age. You've got more wisdom. You're probably smarter now, right? I like to think I'm smarter now than I was 20 years ago. Maybe not. Rob, when just starting out, would you say it's okay to use ChatGPT for ideas? 100% yes, absolutely. I mean, I wouldn't use ChatGPT to write my scripts for me. I don't write scripts anyways, but I wouldn't do that. But I use it to bounce ideas off of, to get bullet points, to get clearer on my message. I use it to help organize my thoughts, right? Stuff like that. I would 100%. I use it every day. I use it to have questions answered that some of you might ask me in the comments. Even if I don't know an answer, I will go to ChatGPT. I mean, I used to always go to YouTube. I used to always go to Google, right, to find the answers that I'm looking for. And then that changed. That changed to me going to YouTube as my primary search engine. YouTube, people often say YouTube is the second largest search engine in the world. Right? Don't even think of it as a video platform. It's a search engine. You can find out anything on YouTube. Now, you have to be careful. Is it true or not? Right? Is that good information or bad information? You have to, right? And that's where it comes down to getting to know your creators and whatnot. But now, more often than not, I go to ChatGPT, right, for my answers. But again, you have to be careful there too, because it's just kind of like a bit of an echo chamber. Like it can only give you answers that exist out there, and that might include some false information. So you have to be careful. Do your due diligence. But yeah, no, absolutely, it's okay. And I would go one step further than saying it's okay. I would suggest it to use it to help organize your ideas, your thoughts, your life. Do you have any advice for a gaming channel? Would love some advice, just some tips or tricks. So, not really. Only because, like, I'm not a gamer. I mean, I used to love, like, Asteroids, Pac-Man, Frogger, stuff like that, but I never really got into the current gaming scene. But you know, my son is a gamer and he streams. My advice for I mean, you just have to find a way to differentiate yourself in whatever you're doing, whether it's a gaming channel or whatever. You have to differentiate yourself. I mean, gaming, I guess with a gaming channel, you can't really follow my typical advice, which is make videos that help people. Although you can. I know there's some gamers that will show people how to get through worlds or whatever, right? How to play a game. You could do that, but I know that's not what people normally do. People usually watch gaming channels to be entertained, okay? You can broadly group videos in two categories: entertainment videos, education videos. There's your two categories. I live in the education world. I try to educate people how to do this, how to do that, how to, you know, how to get the right mindset to do that. Like that's where I live. I'm not in the entertainment issue. I think I made one video where I danced a bit in the video, so maybe that was mildly entertaining. But aside from that, I don't live in that world. So, but what I would tell you is, if you're going to live in that world, if you're not making how-to stuff and you're in the entertainment side, you got to be entertaining. You have to entertain. That's how you're going to keep people around. So how you do that, you'll have to figure that out. That might depend on the game you're playing. It might depend on the way you interact with your live chat, how animated you get when you get killed off in the game or whatever, right? I don't believe just being a gaming channel and filming your screen and then you maybe yourself as well, but if you're not saying anything, in my mind, that's not entertaining. Like, I don't want to watch somebody play a game. I don't understand that. I don't get it. But if that person is being extra funny or animated or whatever, then I get why some people would want to watch that. So I don't know if that helps you, but those are my thoughts on that. Again, not coming from a gamer. That's me on the outside kind of looking into your world. I'm not a part of it. I hope you find that helpful. Alrighty. The dance segment was great. Very different and fun. Yeah, it was different. Fun. I had fun editing that one too. What's your opinion on the content creators claiming to have gotten monetized in 1 week, 4 weeks, 1 month? Okay, yeah, no, great question. Lots of videos on that. What I will say though is if you watch videos like that, be prepared for YouTube to serve you up more videos like that, right? YouTube is noticing what you watch. They notice what you like to watch, and they will therefore show you more of what they think you like to watch in the hopes that you watch more of them, right? YouTube wants to keep you watching on their platform. So the danger is, and I see this in my comments sometimes, actually a popular one is, the only way to make money on YouTube is to make videos about how to make money on YouTube, right? And my answer to people who say that is typically, well, you're obviously watching a lot of videos on how to make money on YouTube because YouTube keeps showing you more and more of those videos. The other videos are out there that say you can't make money on YouTube. They exist. They're not as popular, right? If so, you have to keep that in mind. Like you almost create your own videos almost. Like it's very easy to kind of go down a rabbit hole and then all of a sudden you think that's the only way, right? So my point is, when somebody says they got monetized in a week or 4 weeks or whatever they say, it may or may not be true. I mean, it happens. It absolutely happens. You know, but does that happen for everybody? No. I would say people who say you can get monetized this fast, that is not the norm. That is the exception. Even though you may, because of how many videos of those types you've seen, you may think that is what typically happens, not the exception. No, people don't typically get monetized in a week or a month. I mean, the average is probably longer than a year, really. I mean, most people quit. Most people quit before they ever even come close to getting monetized. They just don't see it happening fast enough, probably because they're watching too many videos like that. So anyway, those are my thoughts on that. And I see you, Lori. I just got to find your, let me find the content. There, where is it? Where is it? There it is. Oh, where'd it go? Right there. Thank you so much, Lori. I really appreciate that, your generosity. Thank you so much for the super chat. Very generous of you. And I don't even think you have a question. Thank you, Rob, for always being gracious. The time you give all of us is priceless. I'm glad you think so. That I have fun doing this. I honestly do. I love these live streams. Some people have told me in the past, like, if you want to start growing, your coaching business or making more videos, stop showing up live so much. Like that's got to be time consuming. That's got to be draining. I like it. Like, I like this. I enjoy this. Sometimes I've gone as long as 4 hours. That takes a lot out of me, but 2 hours is no problem. I think it's been a while since I haven't gone at least 2 hours, and I'll be here at least, like, it'll be, what is it? It's been an hour, 20 minutes already. So yeah, I'll be here at least till 3 o'clock Eastern, and maybe beyond. We'll see. I do have a couple meetings later tonight though, but anyways, no, I love it. And that's the thing, right? If you love what you do, it's never going to feel like work. So if you can find, if you can love what you do, if you want to be a YouTuber and you love doing everything that's involved in becoming a content creator, a YouTuber, it'll never feel like work. And you can, like, I probably put, people have asked me before, and I if I were to add it up, it's probably north of 60 hours a week into this. But I don't feel burnt out, right? I enjoy doing this. So, it's like today I went out for a long walk. And on my way back, I was 3 kilometers from home. Oh, geez, I said I was going to do that. I will very shortly. I'm going to show you how to edit that. Because I decided, I'm going to turn my camera on and film myself now so that I can show it in the live stream. So I will do that. I'm going to show you how I film A-roll and B-roll together, one clip, and how I edit it. I'm going to try to do that quickly. I'm going to do that soon. Give me another 7 minutes. Bottom of the hour, I'll do that. How long does it typically take you to edit a video, and what do you use? So interesting that you're asking me that now, because I'm in the middle of switching programs with Camtasia that I used to use, and I'm sure I'll use again, but I've been using for, all of my videos except for the last, I think, 3. I could probably edit a video in less than an hour. Some half an hour, some maybe a few hours, depending on how long they are. But I'm in the middle of switching to Final Cut Pro, and I still don't know all the keyboard shortcuts and stuff, so still fumbling my way around that. A couple hours. But I don't do a lot of editing, right? I'll just the bare minimum. Chop off the beginning and the end, cut out the odd mistake in the middle. I don't even know if I've added music to any of the Final Cut ones I've done so far. But yeah, so I don't do a ton of editing because I don't think you have to. People aren't looking for perfect anymore. They just want people to share experiences and they want to connect with those people. So luckily for us, those are easier videos to make. Just film yourself, upload it, done. You want to do a couple minor edits, you can. All right. I need to stop watching cute cat videos then. I'm an older smartass. Okay, very good. Congrats. Let's see. Oh, I don't have... How about to go viral by YouTube Shorts? You got to be careful with that. It depends on what you want to do. Here, let me see here. It's right here. How about to go viral by YouTube Shorts? You can, but do you want to? And the reason I ask that is you have to understand, you have to know what your goals are. If your goal is to grow a YouTube channel, a long form YouTube channel, then you don't want to go viral by shorts first. You don't, because you'll end up getting a whole bunch of subscribers that are interested in shorts, and they quite often don't watch long form videos. So you may, handicap your channel from ever being good at long form videos. What I do is kind of the reverse of that. I'm building a long form video channel, and if I want to create some shorts that support that, I can. And so I do it for branding reasons. I don't necessarily make shorts in the hopes that they go viral. If they do well, that's okay, because my shorts are all clips from within my long form videos. They're not individually produced funny cat videos that have nothing to do with my long form channel. Okay, so in that case, it works. It can be used as branding, because most of my videos, most of my viewers watch my videos on a large screen. Well, maybe phone, maybe computer, maybe TV, but not necessarily shorts. However, these people, I'm going to put everybody in one group now, aren't always on their computers and TVs, and sometimes they might scroll through shorts. And if I happen to pop up in a short there, that's a good thing. That's branding. That's me showing up in front of somebody, basically reminding them, oh, hey, I still make videos. Next time you're on your computer, check me out, right? That's kind of the way I look at it. It's keeping me top of mind to my viewers. Because, people who watch long form, some of them go through shorts sometimes. And yes, some people who watch shorts sometimes go through long form. It's just that, how are you growing your channel? I'm growing my channel primarily through long form. So if I get the odd subscriber from shorts, that's okay. It's not going to move the needle much. But if I started with shorts first and one went viral, perhaps for the wrong reasons even, or even if it was for the right reasons, even if the message was aligned, a good chunk of those people probably subscribe because they want to see more shorts from me. But that might not be what my focus is. So you have to get clear on what your goals are with your channel. If you want to create a shorts channel primarily, and you want to go viral with that, and you want to make money with shorts, go for it. You could do that. I feel like that's harder to do, but that's just me, right? I know there are plenty of successful shorts channels out there. Mine is not one. So, yeah, I feel like the easiest thing to do, if you want to keep things easy on yourself, get good at one platform. And when I say platform, I'm separating shorts from longs. YouTube shorts, YouTube longs, two separate things is the way I look at it. Focus on one. It's hard enough to get good at YouTube, let alone two YouTubes. All right. Have you used the collaboration feature yet where you tag another channel? I have. I talked about that earlier today. I did when I did my Christmas special. I reached out to the first 5 people who were in that, not knowing that I could only reach out to 5. So apologies to the 5 who were in the second half of that show. But yeah, so I did it with that. So that was with a live stream. That's really all I've done with that. Let's see. You know what? Let me show you something in the editing. Let me share my screen. Let me close that. And let me make this a little bit bigger. That's probably good enough. I'm going to try to do this as quickly as I can, but you're going to have to bear with me. I'm a Final Cut Pro newbie, so I'm just kind of learning the ropes here. But that's what this is. This is Final Cut Pro. Now, this is not the project I wanted to show you though. So what I have to do is I'm going to bring this window down here. This is my file. I was going to say file manager. That's what it's called in Windows. On a Mac, it's called Finder window. Okay. So when I have a new project, actually, one second. The video I'm going to edit is on my phone. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get that onto my computer. So I'm going to go into my camera app. That's the wrong one. I'm going to go into my Photos app. I don't know if you can even see what I'm doing here. It doesn't really matter too much. I'm going to go to this, get rid of the notifications. Oh, what did I do? Let's go here. Okay, I'm gonna upload this to my laptop, airdrop it. It's airdropping. Okay, so I don't even know if you can see that. Actually, yeah, let me bring this over. No, I can't. I can't show you the notification. Anyways, it's airdropping right now. I'll leave my phone close to my Mac. I don't know how close it has to be, but it's almost halfway there now. While that's happening, I will come over here to my Finder window. I'm going to right click and create a new folder. Let's call this 2026-01. What's the date? 13th. Yeah, I'll just use today's date. I don't know when this video might be posted, tomorrow or the next day, but let's use tomorrow's date, 14th. And then I usually come up with a title. So I don't know, what am I going to call this? So record B-roll and A-roll together. I don't know. I got to get a space in there. Space together. Okay, that I usually try to guess at what my title will be, but it sometimes changes. So that's my first guess of what it is. So that's what I call that. Let's go in here, right click, new folder, recordings. Okay, right click, new folder, thumbnail. Thumbnail. Okay, that's usually what I start with. And now what I will do is that still? No, it's still receiving. And if I go to downloads, yeah, it's still coming in. It's not in yet. Okay, so, doesn't look like it's not even halfway done yet. Don't hiccup on me. Might have to start it over if it's stopped. Let me take a look at the chat while this is happening. Let's see. In reference to Final Cut Pro, watch your movies folder in your user folder. Final Cut Pro keeps extra backups of your Final Cut projects there, and they can get big. Keep an eye on that folder. Okay, thank you, Scott. Good to know. Good to know. I think I set it up properly. Like, I know you can bring in all of your footage into your project folder, but I don't typically do that. I just like read it from the drive. But yeah, so still kind of figuring that stuff out. Let me move this up out of the way. You know what? That's not working. Let me stop that and try it again. Okay, let's go to Photos. X out of that. Oh, maybe I have to disconnect that continuity camera. Sorry, bear with me here. We'll go there and we'll that. Airdrop. Okay, trying again. Sometimes it hiccups. Let's see. Agreed, I keep the components in their own folder and not inside the project. Yeah, okay, it's working now. Now it's almost half. It's past where it was before. I can't show you that because that's on this monitor, not the one I'm sharing with you right now. Okay, so, but what I'm going to have to do is, oh, it just finished. Okay, so now I'm in my downloads folder, and okay, so let's go in here. Let's go into recordings, and I'm going to click and drag this new file here. There's the file I just uploaded. Okay, so that's done. Good. So now let's come back here. Now this is where Final Cut's a little bit different. I got a note here. You got to create a library. So let's just go File, New library, and I'm going to call it. What did I call the project again? Record B-roll and A-roll. Okay. So I'm just going to go B roll and A roll. Okay, we'll call it that. I'll make sure I save this in the right folder right there. And we'll save that library. Okay, now this one, I will just close that library. That's the other one that was showing. Okay, so here we are. Now we have to create a project, new project. And I don't know why you have to create so many. I guess you could have more than one video project within a Final Cut project. So let's just go B-roll video. Probably not a great naming convention, but whatever, we'll go with that. That creates the timeline, okay? So now, and if you click here, the timeline is created. Now I want to bring this recording in, so I can just click and drag that like this. There, the footage is in the project now, and everything is going to be saved in the right place in here, okay? I'm going to get this out of the way. We don't need that there anymore. I've got my footage in here. Now, so again, I filmed this like an hour before this live stream started. Let me click and drag this down onto the timeline. There we go. So here is the video, and Shift Z will bring it all to the timeline. So I just filmed myself walking across a bridge, walking and talking, okay? But now the first part of it, now here's where it gets a little bit, so I can change the height there. Okay, that makes it a little bit easier to see the audio, and you can change the size there. I like to see the audio waveform files better. So there we go. Now, in this case, what I typically do is I typically record myself on my mic, on my DJI mic, on this guy here. I usually clip that to my shirt or sweater. Today I did not. I did not have it with me. I only had my phone, and I didn't even have my selfie stick. So I just held my phone and I talked to my phone, the rear lens, like I usually do. Yeah, so the audio is not going to sound as good as it normally does. But that's okay. It's authentic, right? So now what I want to do is I want to find the point at where I first started to speak. And you can kind of, if you look at this, you can kind of tell. Like if I put the playhead here and I press play. What's that, 1.5 miles? 2 miles? Can you guys hear that? Let me turn that up, the sound effects, or the system audio. I'll turn that up there. And now let me play a little bit more of that. Thought I'd make this video. Let me know what you think of the volume of that. Is that okay? Or is it too loud or too low? I'll take a drink while I wait your response. Too loud, too low, or just right? It looks similar to DaVinci Resolve. It does. I've used DaVinci as well. Yep, sounds good. Low, good. Sounds okay. Okay, I can boost it a little bit more. How's that? There, a little bit more. It's good. It's
I
okay.
wasn't planning to make it.
There we go. I want to be a little louder than that anyway, so you know who is who. All right, so what I did is I pressed record here. I'll just let this play. I wasn't talking. I was showing some of there's a lake that drains into the ocean there. Smiled for you. So this is all stuff that can be B-roll, that can be playing at the beginning of the video. I'm not talking yet, just walking around. You can kind of see where I'm at. I don't usually film in this location. This is the other direction. This is about 3 kilometers in the opposite direction of the roundabout where I normally film. So anyway, let's just speed through this a little bit. Now I'm just wondering if I said something here. Oh no, I set the, okay, right, that's right. I set the phone down so I could put my gloves on. Interesting B-roll, I guess. Picked up the phone again. Making sure it's recording. And then I started walking again. And you can tell right here is probably where the audio starts. So let's go here. No, still footsteps.
It's Tuesday afternoon, about 10.
Okay, so that's where I start speaking. Now I'm going to zoom in I'm going Command plus, plus, plus. That's probably far enough.
It's Tuesday afternoon.
Okay, so right there. That's where I want to start the dialogue. So I'm going to go right there, and I'm going to go Command B to make a cut. So I just cut it right here. Okay, this is now going to be my B-roll, the beginning. Let's go Shift Z so you can see, or Shift Z, Shift Z, Shift Z, so that you can see this. So this is everything I have available to me to use as B-roll. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually click this and drag it up out of there and put it on top. That's why it's called B-roll. You got your A roll on the bottom level, B roll on the top level. Okay. Now the B roll, I don't want any audio in that. I'm going to cut that all the way out. So you can just click this and drag that right down. So it's gone. So now I can click this and move it back to the very beginning, right? And now bring this back to the beginning. And now if I play this.
So it's just
oh no, sorry. See, that's what I'm not used to with Final Cut Pro. Wherever I'm hovering my cursor is where it'll start playing from. So I have to keep it here and press play there.
It's Tuesday afternoon.
Okay, so let's play this from the beginning.
It's Tuesday afternoon, about 10 to 1, and I'm going live in a little more than an hour. And I'm about 3 kilometers from home. What's that?
Okay, so now you have decisions to make, right? Lisa says, did you say what kind of phone you're using? No, I did not, actually. It's the iPhone 16 Pro Max is what I used. Same quality as far as I can tell as my previous phone, which was the 14 Pro Max. I upgraded to this about a year ago. Yeah, it was last January, so I've had this for a year. All of my videos in the last year have been filmed on this. All my outdoor videos. This one included. Okay, so I'm just going to make this a little bit smaller. Is that right? No, this way. No, this way. There we go. A little bit smaller. All right, so yeah, now you have a decision to make. How far do I want to keep this B-roll playing? And do I want to keep all of it? Maybe not. So I could do something like this. Watch, I'll just, here, let's zoom in.
It's Tuesday afternoon.
You know what? I don't think I want to start right there. So now I want to look for a place to start. Maybe there, or maybe, yeah, we can keep all that. Maybe there. Okay, I'm going to trim it back to there, and I'm going to move that back to the beginning, and now play from the beginning.
It's Tuesday afternoon.
Actually, no, maybe start there. Whoops. Not what I wanted to do. Let's try that.
It's Tuesday afternoon, about 10 to 1, and I'm going live in a little more than an hour. And I'm about 3 kilometers from home. What's that, mile and a half? 2 miles?
Okay, so there's a bit of a delay there. Now, I just thought of something that might be an issue. You can hear my footsteps because I didn't use that mic, right? So if I'm going to cut anything out of the audio to tighten it up, I'm probably going to want to try to match up the footsteps or something, right? You want to keep things like that in mind. So let me zoom in a little further.
1.5, 2 miles. Thought I'd make this.
Yeah, that's too long.
2 miles.
2 miles. So at that point there, I think I want to make a cut. So I'll select this one and Command B to cut there. I'm not cutting the B roll, just the A roll. So at this point, I'm about to start speaking again, so I want to cut there as well. Okay, and I want to delete this section. I'm just highlighting it and pressing the delete key. Let's just see if that sounds okay footstep-wise.
What's that, mile and a half, 2 miles? Thought I'd make this video.
I think I might want to stretch this out. See, you can move it like this. You couldn't do this in Camtasia, but I had a footstep kind of half cut off there. Let's show the whole thing, if you know what I mean. I'm looking at the waveform there. I don't know if you can tell that, but let's see what that sounds like.
What's that, mile and a half, 2 miles? Thought I'd make this video. I I wasn't planning to make a video today. Actually, I don't have my...
I kind of stumbled over my words there.
2 miles. Thought I'd make this video. I wasn't planning to make a video today. Actually,
Okay.
right
there. I think I want to pick it up right there. I'm going to make a cut there and delete this section.
2 miles. I wasn't planning to make a video today. Actually, I don't have my mic. Actually, I just realized I don't have my mic. I don't have my tripod. To make a video today, actually, or a selfie stick. But I thought I'd make a video actually for the live stream. So,
okay, at this point, I'm going to cut the B-roll right here and move this out of the way. See, at some point you want to make the decision to decide to show the actual footage of you talking. So, and you can decide when to do that. You know, and I can cut this B-roll up a little bit more if I wanted to, but I probably don't have to. I'm now 28 seconds into the video. Maybe some people are interested in where I am, so maybe that's why I would keep that. But, you know, or maybe I want to show myself a little earlier. But let's just see what this looks like when the B-roll ends.
a video.
Oh, sorry.
But I thought I'd make a video actually for the live stream. So I want to demonstrate how to film a video, including B-roll, all in one take.
Okay, so right there, I might start showing more B-roll.
So it's just one video, and from that video, I'll get B-roll and the main video. So,
and then maybe there I cut it again and show myself talking again.
I'm going to go over that in the live stream.
Okay. You get the idea. Maybe that's all I do. I could just delete this section here and not ever use it, and that could be done. I might want to go to the end and see how I ended the video.
My name is Rob. Thanks for stopping in. I'll see you next time.
I just zoomed in on the ocean there. And maybe I want to fade that out. If I want to fade that out, I will just go to Transitions and cross dissolve and drag one of those to the end. I'm going to zoom in so I can see how that looks. Just something like that. And if I wanted to fade the audio as well, how would I do that? I'm not too sure. Anyway, that's probably good enough for the ending, eh? Anyway. Thoughts? Questions? What do you think of that? That's very quickly, when did I start that? 20 minutes ago. So that was a 20-minute edit. Basically, I'm done. Like that could be it. If I wanted to add music, I could. But, you know, then if this is it, like let's say I wanted to delete this. Well, there was some other good B-roll I thought in here, and you can kind of scrub through it. Like that part where I set the phone down, and maybe I wanted to keep that part. So I would Command B to cut that. I can just delete that section and put this back here.
Well, basically, it's what you do, just press record on your camera. My phone is what I'm using. Press record. And then kind of show things, like show yourself getting ready to go outside and film. Say, like what I just did.
Okay, and maybe cut it there. And maybe that's enough. I'll delete the rest of that.
To go outside and film. Like what I just did. Start your walk. Think about what you want to say.
Okay. Now I've got a habit of going Command S to save every once in a while, and I don't think you have to do that with Final Cut Pro. I think it's always continually saving anyways. So anyway, there you go. That's how I edit that. Excuse me. If I'm done, what I would then do is come up here to Export File. I've already set up a preset to export the file called YouTube Rob the Maritimer. Go through your settings, H.264. The resolution is 4K. You know, it's going to be 1.54 gigabytes. And then next, And then I tell it where I want to save it. Am I in the right place? How YouTube will change you. No, that was the last video I made. So go back to my projects, record B-roll and A-roll together, and I just save it right in here. So save in there, and now it's rendering. And you can tell that by up here, this little bar here. If I click on that, it opened on the other monitor, but it brings up this window, and you can see this sharing. See, it's 7, 8%, 9%. The video is rendering. Some people say exporting. In Camtasia, they call it exporting your video. In most other video editing applications or programs or software, they call it rendering. It's the act of creating the final video, MP4, whatever. Once that's done, I can upload that to YouTube. All right. What I think I'll do though is I may make a video of me. Yeah, I might just upload this video. I don't know. Like, we'll see. We'll see. I want to make a video for tomorrow. This might be part of it. You've seen now some of it. I want to acknowledge somebody. I got a super chat from Loki and Bjorn. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Loki and Bjorn says, "This is priceless. Thank you for sharing the Final Cut Pro edits." No problem. No problem. What do you guys think of that? Like when I do a demonstration like that, is that cool? Like, do you like it when I do some of these things? I noticed the number of viewers dropped way off, but you know, hey, can't please everybody all the time, right? So yeah, you have an iPhone 16 as well, but only on a regular PC, not an Apple. Is this a problem for transferring my videos? So yeah, if you have an iPhone with a Windows computer, you can't AirDrop it. So what you do instead is you plug your phone into your computer. You know, your computer is probably going to ask you, do you trust this device or whatever, or you might get a message on your phone, and then accept that. And then you should be able to see that in your file manager. You can see it as a hard drive, locate the video, and then copy it over. So that's what you'd have to do. You'd have to do it wired. If you can't figure out how to do it that way, oh, okay, it rendered. That just popped up. The rendered video popped up. If you can't figure out how to do that, like how to cut, lost my train of thought. If you can't figure out how to transfer files from your phone to your computer wired, then what you could do is if you have a Dropbox or a Google Drive account and you have that app on your phone, you can upload your video to that, you know, to your Google Drive account, and then once it's up there, you can go to your computer and download it from your Google Drive account, right? It'll take twice as long, but that's another way around it. Here's the final video.
It's Tuesday afternoon, about 10 to 1, and I'm going live in a little more than an hour.
Anyway, there you go. That's how quick it was. So in less than half an hour, I edited that. I airdropped the file from my phone to the computer. I edited it and I rendered it. And how long is it? It's a 4-minute video. It's not very long. That's why it didn't take that long to render. But it's a 4K video. So there you go. Alrighty. I just use an app on my phone to edit. That's 100% okay. I've never edited a video on my phone. I just feel like I need a bigger screen. I'm not as used to using I use my phone all the time, but yeah, when it comes to editing a video, I mean, I have like a 40-inch monitor here. I like things big. I like lots of screen real estate. I just find that easier on my aging eyes. Can you cut footage from live and make it another video or short? Yes, you can. Now, I think I forgot to record this live stream, which you, like in Ecamm Live, you can record and live stream at the same time. I don't think I did that. So in my case, if I wanted to use this footage in either a short or a video or whatever, I'd have to download it from YouTube first. This is getting created in my YouTube studio, on YouTube. It'll be on YouTube, and I can download my own videos and live streams, and then I can do with them what I want, right? I can edit them whatever I want. But a better way to do it, what I should have done, and I was going to, and I forgot, unless it's already set up that way, I don't remember. I don't think it was. Is I should have said record this as well. So anyway. Yeah, save to iCloud, then load from iCloud to your computer. Another way you can do it, absolutely. I'm not as familiar with iCloud and how that works. I'm more of a Google Drive. I know that ecosystem much better, even though everything else I've got going on is Apple. All right, rock the dots. Hello, everyone. Hello. Good to see you. All right, we're coming up on 2 hours, but I can stay for a little bit longer. Anybody else have any questions about any of that? Oh, there's one. Question based on a comment. What does vlog currently mean? That is a good question. Let me find it here. Here it is. What does vlog currently mean? I thought it meant show the process of do, build, experience, time being irrelevant. It's just not talking head. Is that wrong? I think it's a word that's used a lot, and it means different things to different people, quite honestly. I used to think of vlogs as like people showing a day in the life. This is me going about my day. This is me brushing my teeth in the morning, getting out of bed. This is me buying a coffee at the coffee shop. This is me making my coffee and just kind of talking about stuff, right? To me, that's what I always thought of when I thought of a vlog. I guess technically the term vlog, now this may not be 100% correct, but my understanding is vlog is it's like a video blog. A blog is like a, what does it even stand for? Like bibliography, where it's like a website where you would write articles and put them in your blog. Well, a vlog is like a video based library, right? Or a video log. Okay, so video diary kind of thing. But then, actually I've got it written down as a potential future video title. Am I an accidental vlogger? Because I always used to say, I don't think vlogging is as easy to be successful at as it is if you made videos that are helpful to people, like make how-to tutorial type videos. I think that's an easier way to grow a channel by going that way rather than vlogging. And again, I'm thinking vlogging in terms of this is a day of my life. This is what I do during the day. This is like a van life or a homesteading or just kind of documenting things, right? That's vlogging to me. But then someone once said, Rob, aren't you vlogging? Like when you go out and walk on the trail and talk to your camera, is that not a vlog? And maybe it is. I don't know. I guess it depends on how you define vlogs, and that's why. And I don't know if I came up with it or if he or she, I can't remember, came up with that. Are you an accidental vlogger? Maybe I am. Maybe I am vlogging, and I didn't even realize that that's what I was doing. But in my mind, I'm making videos to try to, whether it's teach something or help something, help people with something. That's the way I look at my videos. And if that means I'm going for a walk and talking about something, and it might even be a mindset thing, in my mind, it's still just me trying to be helpful, which I always thought was different than a vlog. But maybe it's not. I don't know. What do you guys think? Am I a vlogger? I don't know. Do you guys remember Live Journal? Dang, I'm old. It rings a bell, but I don't know what that is. Live Journal. Wayne's World. That's what I think too. What does Wayne's World think? Looking up. Vlogs have evolved over time. Now it's more like light edited, authentic content. Okay, yeah. Well, I mean, light edited, authentic content. I feel like that describes what I do, but I never really thought of myself as a vlogger. So, but maybe I am. What program are you using that shows the questions on your video? Please and thank you. Ecamm Live. This is Ecamm Live. It is software that's available for a Mac. If you don't have a Mac, you can use StreamYard, right? That's browser-based. You could use that on any computer. Let me have to put this back into the proper mode. General. Airplane continuity, turn on continuity camera. Oh, it is on. Okay, now just hit the iPhone button. That should pop up. No? Okay, I'll come back. I'm still here. Why did that not pop up? Anyway, technical difficulties, but no big deal. Money Toes Farm, I have to go now. No problem. Talk to you next week. You are half vlogger and half instructor. Okay, interesting. No, you are not a vlogger, but you use vlog elements. Anaholics, okay, interesting. Greetings from Kenya. Greetings, Kenya. Now, if that is off, should I not be able to press that and my phone turn on? Nope. Okay. I'm going to have to figure that out afterwards. So yeah, that's my take on vlogging. Scott's got a question. How do you show Ecamm Live on screen? I think it has a demo mode, but I can't figure out how to make Ecamm show up in a live stream. I haven't been able to do that either, but I've never really gone out of my way to try to figure it out outside of a live stream. Anytime I try to show it, I'm already live streaming. So what I typically do is I will use my phone and show it, but my phone is not connecting right now. So yeah, that's all I do. Well, let me think now, because I've made videos for my live streaming Made Easy course that I have, and I made videos showing how to set up Ecamm. But what I did, I can't remember, I believe I did a combination of an over-the-shoulder, like iPhone on a tripod here kind of thing, showing my screen, but I may have also used OBS to record my screen, my Ecamm Live screen, so I could capture it in OBS, and then I edit it all together. Perhaps my walk and talks are vlogging? Yeah, perhaps they are. Perhaps they are. We are talking semantics now. Yes, we are. How do you do a silent live stream? I did that about 2 months ago. You just leave your microphone off, and then it's silent. I'm being silly. I don't know what you mean by that. If you don't have a microphone, it's silent, right? I don't know what else to say. How do you do, do you not want to talk in your live streams? You know, I could turn my mics off and then there's no sound at all. I'm just not going to do that. I did it by accident before. But yeah, I don't know. If that didn't answer your question, maybe ask it another way. You can set up a Stream Deck button to switch in and out of live demo mode. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. I use StreamYard and I don't pay for it. The free version is enough for me. There you go. Use what works. Absolutely talking semantics. It's hard to learn from others when everybody uses a term differently. That's true. It is. Yeah, I don't even think. Yeah, everybody uses that term differently, and you know, new terms may pop up like authentic video. What is an authentic video? Well, that might mean something different to different people too. I did a silent live stream by mistake. Don't ask me how. Yeah. Yeah, my record is 12 minutes. I spoke for 12 minutes with my mic off, and everyone was yelling and screaming through the live chat, and I wasn't even looking at it. And then when I looked, it's like my heart fell. It's like, oh. Then just had to press one little button, and I came back. Where do we find your courses if you have them? Yeah, so I do. If you go to my website, well, yeah, so robthemaritimer.com, or down below the description of this live stream or any of my videos will be a link to get to my website, and you will see it there. Let me just show you this here. Bring my screen back. I'll bring this here. We go to robthemaritimer.com. All right, you can start your journey here. If you click that, or just click Start Here, that'll take you to the Start page. And there's the free resources that I was talking about, YouTube Kickstart Kit. These are all free if you want to download that kit, or the Stats Tracker, or this is where you can join Creators Cove. That's a free community. You can join people who are either new creators or wannabe creators and just want to get help from each other. It's a great resource. keep scrolling down and you'll get to the courses section. So I've got Camera Confidence Mini Course, Over 40 YouTube Starter Course, which is actually the first one I ever made, and the live streaming course. Or you can get all three in a bundle here. And then at the bottom, I offer one-on-one coaching calls, so Zoom calls, if you're interested. Or I'm currently in the middle of running the Creators Growth Project, the first ever running of it. It started, well, 5 weeks ago now. So this first one is 6 weeks long, and next week is the last week. It's 6 weeks plus 12 months. So after that, there's 12 months of monthly check-in calls that go along with this. But we're having a lot of fun with that. There's 10 people in there, and we're doing hot seats every week. And the next one of those is going to run starting in March. So if you're interested in that at all, you can join the wait list. Yeah, so there you go. That's what I have to offer. And there's links to all of that, or there's links to the website page anyways down below. I have a magnet stick tripod from Amazon and love it. It doesn't drop my phone unless I drop it. Well, that's good. Yeah. Sometimes the simplest things are the best. Like I love this. This is a I think it's $19.99 now on Amazon. This little selfie stick, right? Which doubles as a tripod. It opens up and it's a tripod base, right? Like that. But this is what I use when I go outside. Typically, I used to use the other one that it's on right now, this GorillaPod, but I like the fact that this one I could actually stand up at close to eye level if I wanted to take a shot of me, back, like all of me instead of just my face, right? So sometimes I'll take that, or I'll always take that, except today I did not. But yeah, it's not very expensive and very helpful. All right, you know what? It's 4:08. I should probably go. I hope you found this helpful. I'm going to have a video out either tomorrow or the next day. And then my plan is to have another one on Monday. Okay, so look for those. And if you miss those, then look for this live stream again. Not this one, but the next one. Next Tuesday, I'll be back and we'll do this all again. So if I didn't get to your question, I apologize. I can never get to all of them. I thank you for tuning in, and I hope you found it helpful. And I hope you have a fantastic week. All right, guys, take care. Bye.